easy to grow or experience to transforming our heart and mind. So the sentient being is very kind to every movement is our life. It's very important for every, so we eat, drink, sleep, house, clothes, everything is the other people's, not ourselves. That's why we always appreciation to all beings. Of course, the three higher realms, there are possibility to liberate, not longer in the six realms. Likewise, the three lower realms give you encourage to practice their tremendous suffering. So that is where we aspiration prayer, king of the aspiration prayer. Prayer means not only prayer, not only wishing, we will acting in action because you will be recitation in the mantra by heart. During the meditation, you sit in the through the thoroughly the moral ethic way to you sit right position, and then you try to speech is the through the mantra. So the point is the body, speech, mind is together. It's no separate in any other practice. And sometimes people say, "Oh, you wishing prayer is not enough. You need action." So this means the non-separate prayer, action, and all together. That's where Buddha's teachings called the samadhi, shila, and branja. They're not separate. Everything's related together. So likewise, our prayer, we wishing Buddhas and Bodhisattva, we will acting like Buddhas and Bodhisattva. The participation, meditation, concentration, training our daily mind. That is the way to Bodhisattva become. Bodhisattva more practice no different than that. So whatever you have the power to liberate by you developing first yourself. So we try developing our own the body and mind to whatever we accumulate merit, dedication, all the beings, with the joy, with the happy, all those we try here. So today is the day 55 to 100 days. It's a wonderful. The many years we have the group or centers, we have maybe 2-3 times a week. That's all. But now this pandemic, COVID-19's guide more serious practice. It shows every movement is there impermanent, not needed to imagination or visualization. You can see your own eye. You can hear and write here, displayed or this plan. So that is the way we practice continue. Somebody coughing in computer, and now I'm coughing too. I'm just joking, okay? Didn't affect your coughing. Maybe my coughing affect for you. Then of course, very important being in this earth is your parent, your teacher, your partner, your family, your community, all those important. 6 realms, sentient being is a big project. That's not easy to developing, but developing is a need to your own family members. Some family members give you very hard time, very difficult. But this person, if you know how to practice, this is very important to developing in love, compassion. Sometimes some people very hardship in a few years, but they need to think, this is my purification years. Several years purification, and then your victory, that's never coming back. When the moment in purification, there are a lot of hardships. We can look historical, the Lord Buddha, the Yogi Milarepa, the beginning of the Yishi Chogyes, all those male and female practitioners from Indian Mahasiddhas to the land of the Himalaya region in Tibet, there are a lot of hardship. After the hardship, and then you succeed, you are become fearless, you are the full of the experience, you want to help or ready to help anytime. So that's kind of you build inside. This first we need to wishing, then action. So that is where we will just king of the aspiration prayer, the very inspire to every day we can do continue. And those whoever connection to our life, just I said, all 6 realms is important, but right now all the humanity is very important. Likewise, other species also. Our enjoyment, we took their lives. For example, coming soon in the United States, not a whole world, but United States and maybe Canada, most in the United States, called Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's time, there are how many turkeys live? Millions, millions. And it looks like becoming traditional. If the Thanksgiving, if you don't have turkey dinner and something's missing. So this way you see our, of course, early is a really appreciation or not, but our enjoyment and some reason we take the animal lives. Likewise, in some countries, there are different animal sacrifice. That's very sad because they also they value their own life. And in eating sentient beings, they think their life is very precious, very important for them. So that's where the humanity can sometimes developing and benefit more than any other species. And sometimes they damage, destroying the other's life also. So whatever past, we need to reminding if you did something wrong, directly or indirectly, this is not too late to purify. And then today you begin to never happen and begin in tomorrow, continue things like that. That is the way we developing and we acting. Used to be I like this and that, but now I'm changing. Just slow, one at a time, just one by one. Oh, 아니 분다 부르기 넘발 현재 나도 들래 공도 들래 두숨 들래 되네 당한주 산주 몰음 첨어 니마 자주야 되네 들은 니마 업주 명아 도스 두고유 되네 그런주 몸바 창주 삼바제보다 주바 창주 삼제보 송보나 신 카셰게서는 몰음 잡아지고 인디가 요 말이 주보쇼 슬라와야 요 말이 상주 베비게 자원고 쳐고래 된데서 약속에 요르와 인데 얘네 당보 자원은 주벌라 아니 디든디다고지 최고 삼바지 반응하라서 내고 침번에 당보 도시된 로고 삼베 고노 바르도 되네 dimdroge lagire ani thama desa gdongha jik chama thangong la samlu ko me nga do den dugi yin la bada begele ba thunyam jik yomesi ba da na shi ani ngara zo yang de phaba sambu ju molom di ani gese chenju sambu nam ju ju ban di da win je ba shin do yang ani da ge yang di da win je che do ba sho sim jan phan to ba sho odi da wo ge molom ji ki da chwa da wo ma no ba di be khu tin de jire ani di da wo ge za wan di lu nga yisung sa ba yin da la ya lu ba nge jin ji yo re sam gu yu tene lu gu go na ya ani ra ni gi da ji do ji gi rum ji ge ne re khan da du chu de thun be du dang dang tene sam be ku no de la ya ani ge se shin ju sa ba nam ji un chi da tu gi ba shin du yang da ga ya de de wu ge sam ji sung ne sam je na phen to go che wo da we ge sam ji ji un do da kyam ju sam ji che ani ju shi ngo la ya ga de tene ji che gi che la me wa 아니 다타바 데데부지다 ngōgi 양타고 송베 칸 유바 데도제마 데바 ngāgu gyune 양내 양도 아니 gyule chanjuk 만족을 파도 아니 지 마지바 지와 매년보 공배디 숨바나시 어떤데그 꾸노제네 아니 섬제 망고절에 펜토버쇼 모놈 제거요레 아니 가시디나는 냠죽 제거요레 될래야 제수 유란유 신지 개와지바 토베체 데데부 개와지바 토발레 이란 제바 이나야 되네 손은 빠드메 사바나시 아니 도시제 냠존 남발 도지제 쉬야당 안 디더고 개베 자와딜 데네 저 산지에 덴바제와 로데와 아니 랑라 컨디션도 제베 아니 크라소라 추셔브 남지 제버 제베 데더블 링니게 랑도도 베게베신이 넘버 데더부게 대저기 밀루를 붙이던 게 파마니 안데 대백의 주로 낭미 kim지 다 강한다 강 수술 잡아 요바 창마로 아니 동네 주도 제와든지 세 대화던데 어디다 오지 되는 파파 상거주 모는데 팸버쇼 냠도 드럼바이는 아니 펜도 네버지 몽게 저죽 삼만는 게 6월에 송반나시 아니 단단한 수술을 연구를 했었고 어딘데 이제당 대화 어디데 지고는 샘버당 아니 냠도 신도 송버쇼스 아니 걔디 차고 메워다 양 돌로 만들어 보이나요 신다게 마송샤버디 녀데베네 고칠럽 잘 통도래 안도 동마 겸도 심진에 고주야이 도잖아. So begin in the refuge page 2. Moi nam ka dai nyom be sem je dam je de wa dai de dong e da je yor do la na me ba yan tho wa zo John Joram Boje do Varai Joy Dala Don Varai Jebe Dai No Varai Jebe Gik Tarva Dai Tam Je Jembe Pardo Jo Varai Jebe Tom je je zoi je be mai nam ka da nyam be sem je dan te wa dan de du ne dan te nyor do la na me ba yan da wa zo chan ju ram bu ji do bara jo All mother sentient beings, especially those enemy who hurt me, obstacles who harm me, and those create obstacles in my path to liberation and emanation, may the experience and happiness be separated from suffering and stably established in a state unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious in Buddhahood. Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, a profound virtues deed to the body, speech, and mind. Until death, a profound virtues deed to the body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, a profound virtues deed to the body, speech, and mind. Dungeons of the Juvarajave, Abandon, Lama, Tambai, Namlai, Joseph, Idam Jinguraji, Lazo, Namlai, Joseph, Sanjay, Samden, Namlai, Joseph, Tambe, Namlai, Joseph, Pagya, Gindu, Namlai, Joseph, Owo Gandroi Jujon Sum Zoi Yishi Ge Jandan Denpa Nam Gyozoi Je Woi Tenjen Zawa Dan Jubara Jeb Pande Lama Thamba Namlai Jobso Jevo Yidam Jingoroji Lazo Namlai Jobso Jevo Sanjaya Jumdan Namlai Jobso Jevo Thamba Cho Namlai Jobso Jevo Pagya Ganda Namlai Jobso Jevo Pava Gandra Jojo Samazo Yeshaya Janda and Damba Namlai Jobso Jevo. We took refuge in kind and rude and lineage lamas. We take refuge in deities and mandalas, the Yidams. We take refuge in all excellent Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all noble Dharkas and Dakini and Dharma guardians, the possessor of the eyes, wisdom. Hoi John Joy Ning Boy Jia Ba San Jia Nam Loi Jo Sui Jia Chiu Doi Chan Joy San Bo Ye So Lai De Xian Jo Sui Jia Che Darai Ngun Jia De Xia Ge Chan Joy Dong Nia Ji Ba Dang Chanjo sembe la bai lai de darim shen ne bai dar ti shen do lai ben do do chanjo semne ai jen ji ai shen ti shen tu ne la bai lai rinpo shen do la ba ran je chanjo nying gui chu je bar Sanje Nam Lai Job Sui Je Chodai Chanjo Samba Ye Cholang Ti Shin Job Sui Je Chedara Ngun Je De Sheke Chanjo Don Ne Je Wa Doi Chanjo Samba Lo Ba Lo Tedar Rim Shan Wa Doi De Shin Do Lo Ben Do Chanjo Semne Jinjo Shin Deshin Dune La Ba La Rimbo Shin Du La Baraji. Until I attain the heart of the enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in assembly in Bodhisattvas. As provision Buddhas embrace enlightened mind and progress in Bodhisattva's path. I too, for benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to the bodhicitta and apply my substance to accomplish an state and path. Sanje chodo soje chonam lo chanjo pardo dane jo soje dagya jen soje va chonam je jolo penje sanje jo parasho Sanje chodan soje chonam lo chanjo pardo dane jo soje Dagya Janso Jibe Sonam Ji Drola Venture Sanjan Drubara Sho. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood forsake all sentient beings. Oi, moi nam kha doi nyam doi sam je dam je de wa doi de wai ju doi dam barai ju dung e doi dung e ge ju doi jo wai ju je dung e me wai de wa da mi de barai ju ni ren jo doi ni doi de ve da nyam lai ne barai ju ra je Moi nam kha doi nyam bia sim jia dam jia de wa doi de wai ju doi dam barai ju dung e doi dung e ge ju doi de wai ju je dung e me wa de wa da mi de May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they never be separated from happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment aversion. Page 16. Unequal refuge, ornament of the world. Your fame in the prophet the 3,000 world. You are the victor Vajradhara without a doubt. Abode at the feet of the Father Jigten Samgon, continually a thing of no one but you. Compassionately one in the great your blessings. Dispel the darkness surround my heart. Please bless me and I realize unliberated nature of the mind. Okay, please open King of the Restoration prayer text, first in Tibetan. Sangpa jebe molam topda ji jabo tamje yege ngasumado shenge deni lorobo toba ji jabo kunla rabdo chadelo jodonai deni sanje nam sanje seje unai shugwada Tedara jeje yunam malu bai tamje jawa tage kangbara Edang agwa me se jazun yang yin la jazun da gunge Yawa gunge yonde rab ju chen de wara che kwa tang je da ge do Me do tang ba chen wa tang ba tang se nyu nam da chu gwe du jo dang Mar me chu da du gu tang ba ji jawa da ta la ne che wa no so dam bo nam do te jo do ti myo bo ma re ro nyu ba do ro wa je wa ra ba gwe jo ge ji jo wa da da la ne jo wa ji jo wa ga na la mi jo je wa de do jo wa dam je la ya mo Sangpo jola deva dobda ge jawa gunla chanze jawa raji. Do jo she da demo wange ne lu da nga da de je ye ge jang. Te kwa da ge je wa je je ba te da dam je da ge so so sha. Cho ju jawa gunda sanje se ran je nam da lo da me lo da. Lowa gunji sonam kala yan tada gunji jesu daye kanam chajun jeden dome da janju rembara sanje ma jani gombo de da da ge damje la kala lana mewa gurve Nyang'en da dong ga she de da lo ndo wa gun lo ben jen de ve je Dewa Shinge Dunye Shukpa Yang Dagi Demo Raja Sowaji Chanza Wada Chujin Shakwa Dang Jisu Yiran Kushin Sowayi Dewa Chungse Dagi Jisakwa Tamje Dagi Chanju Jiren Dewa Sanje Namda Jeje Yen Jide Dana Jeje Vajo Aya Majo De Dharam Nyupa Samzo Chanjo Rembar Sanje Jo Chojo Gale Shinam Teni Pa De Da Joji Yonso Da Paranjo Chanjo Shinwa Chonshin Je Batan Sanje Seje Rabdo Kanwa Sojo samje kana jini ba de da da de ne me de warajo. Jawa gungi choge do namane tumbara ju jin rawan do wajo. Chanju jawa da ne da ju jin jawa gundu jawa jamba jo. Jarawa gundu jawa jawa na da do da ne rabdun jawa jo. Jawa gunji je so lo gyuru je sangpo jawa yang so do je 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 jem jawa je me yang da kwa e da do ma nyam je me jawa sho la ye ga da le da ni jin ke chung bum da da me ye ga nam dang jawa gungi da ge je dam ba tam je ge do da ge cho den do Teishin baru jin la rab zun de chanju simne nam ya ji man ju Dikpa kanam diwa jurwa dai de da ma lu yang su chan war shu Le da nyumu du ji le nam le ju shin ju den ro wa nam su yang Che dara be mu che mi cha kwa shin nin da nang ka to kwa me da Shinge chola chola chedam bhange sudunge rabdu che varache Dewa dala dowa gun gun che dowa tam che lani ben barache Chanchu chowa yung so do chi chi sim je dagi juda tum barancho Sangpa chowa tani rabdam che mawa gewa gun de che varache Dāgī chūtā tūṅpa kāñchū bō de dā dāni dā dōn rō gurā shō Lū dā ngā num dāni sam jī jāi chū bā dā dā mō lam jē dō jē Dā lā pēmbā lā dō bē rō bō dā sāṅ bō chū bā rāb dū dāṅ bā nam Te dā dāṅ yā dā dō chā vā rā shō Te dā dā gē nam yā yī mē Sanje seje korwe gombo nam sum da do da ge jawa da mawa ge wa gundu me jo bai te da lan ya jo wa ja je je jawa nam je dom be chun je je chan ju jo wa gundu na wa je Sangpa jo wa nam bar jawa ya mawa ge wa gundu je wa ra Sewa tam je doyan korwa na sonam yeshe tane me se nye Tabda shiro denzi namdarada yonde kunje mesen zundujo. Deje dena duni shinam de shingdir samje me java sanje nam. Sanje seje uno shogwa loy chanju jawa chujing dawaraji. Dedara malu tanje chozu yang chazum chulai du sum tseninje. Sanje jazu shingam jazu dai gewa jazu jujin rabdunjo. Sanje yin la jazu dage ji jawa kun yang yin la namda kwa. Jawa kun ji samba chi shin yang sanje sun la da dun jo kwa. Do suma shekwe jawa damje da kolo zonam rabdo gorwa ye te da kenya sonya meze lai lo ye to je da jan rabdo jo mawa ge wa damje jokwa ya ge je je ge da jan jokwa je kanya ge wa do sum se de da ye ge je cha she jine shokwa je tu sumi shekwa me ye senge kan de da ge ju je la da ge da ta do de da ge ne ju yu la e ju mara ju ve nam da ra da ge ju kan ya de sum da ge shing gu pa de da tu je den do ngom ba ra ju de do ro ma lo cho na dam je do jo wa nam ji shing ge kwa la ju Kaya ma jen je den do me nam de da rinpa zang ja go lo go yang en de wa ra du je da do gombo gun je zhong do da je wo. Kune nyurwe zun zho dum na da kune go ye de gwe do da da kunde yon de zhuwe dum nam da kundu jawa chamba da ge do kundu gewe sonam dom nam do chakwa me wo juwe ye she do Kerava da da din de do da ge chanju dan na yan da zhuwa ra ji le jia da nama yang so da je je nyo mo dum no gun dun chom para je 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 dum nam dum me ra je je sang go je ve dum ne to para je shin gam ja zo nam para da je je sam je ja zo da ne nam para jo jo nama ja zo ra do tong je je ye she ja zo ra do kam para Chuva jazo nambara dajin jim molam jazo rabdo zo baraje anje jazo rabdo je je gewa jazo mejo je Haya dosum shekwe jawa ye chanju juwe molama chedanam sangpo juwe chanju sanje ne tegun take malu zoparaji jawa gunge seke topo paha gunge mene gundu sanshi cha kewa jeda tsungbara juwe che kewa jeda tamje rabdo Luda nga da yi jan nam da ji ju wa nam da xin na ma yon da da nga wa sang go ge wa jin da wa ten da da jan de da zong ba shu gu ne ge wa sang bo je we shi jan be ji ne mo na ma je wa ji ang wa ge wa gun du mi ju wa ji yi cha wa ma lu zo pa Chewa dane tseyo majuru che yonde namjan tse sume parasho Chewa tseme bala ne ne jayen te da chewa tamche tse waraji Namge tordu chewa che zamba simche malu tanya de shinde Che zamle da nyamu ta chewa ta ge malam tanya te zam Kaya choje shingam toye boren jin jin de jawa nam lambu lada meye deve chonam jai shinge dunye gewa bowa we kange ngwa we jebun de chanju choge je so ramo je menje tami ante wa je wa ne sonum tambe chodun te joro kange sanjo molam te da ve de ne so tam je pang para jo tene chogo ngembo pang ba ye na wa ta ye de ya de nyoro de do ni wa ra ni do wa ra do me de tre ya de da le bra wo kun de song bo de ya jin do wa de da ring bo me do de shin jo te me nga wa da ge de wa nam gang ge me je wang ge je wa da te ye song bo je wa de je na nyu de ma le yang so chang wa Yeshe dane soda senam tari do gando nam dan den parajo Teda mode mambo de me do inje de sumbo kunai chavarajo Chanjo shenwa jondo tenyuran do sone samje penje der do de Chanjo sanje kolo rabdo goroi tu namate da jeva tamje Kanyo sombo jebe molam te changwa dane danda lakwa ye te ye nambo menpa sanje je chanchu chola sanye ma je jambe che dara jinching bawa tang kundu sangpo te ya te shende te da gunje je su talo je ke wan te da tam je rabdo Tesum shekwe jawa tamche ki ngowa kanlo jodo ngabande Take kewe sawa dekun jaya sangpo choche rabdo ngawaji Dane chewe teche churwa na driba tamche dane cherse de Ngansam nawa adaye de dane dewa chingi shindere rabdo Tersonene molam teda chan tamje malu ngando yorvasho teda malu dagi yonzo kain jede chese semjen pembaraji Yewe jengora sanshin kawa te pemo tamba shindu nzeleje Nawa daye jewe ngonsam do londe bayan dagi dadosho Tene dage londe radone chuwo mumbu chewa dajaye Gaye dabje chojo namso ya simje namla pemba mumbu Songbo chewe molam tawa ye gewa chungse dage je sakwa Tene chewe molam gewa nai geje chege tamjen chewa Sangpo jawa yongso ngawa le sonum taye tamba kanto de Jove tunge chowe changwa nama goba mewe narva towa sho Molum jewon de da choge so tayen towa kunla penchenche Kundu sangpo jembe shungchong de Neson namalu tong parai sho Okay, cup of tea. Tea, coffee. Continue, one more in Tibetan. Oi, jeni so da je jen je den ai do zum je bo me ye sen ge go ta ge ma lo de da dam je la lu da nga ye dong we cha ji wo sang bo je we mo lam to da ji jo wo dam je ye ge ngon sum do shen ge de ni lo ro ba do ba ye ja wa kun la ra do cha je je dana dani sanje nam sanje seje vana shubha Tedara juji yanam alu ba tam je jawa tage kambaramu. Tedra nga ba me se jazu nam yangi jinla jazu da gungi. Jawa gungi yonde rao juji devara shekpa tam je tage do. Medo damba jinwa damba dan senye namda chugwa dojo dan. Marmi chuda dugbu damba ye jawa te dalane chewaraji. Nasa damba namda checho dan chime pumare rawa nyamba dan. Gowa chewara bagwe chugwe je jawa te dalane chewaraji. Jawa gana lame jaje wa de da jawa tam je la yamo sangwa jola deve do da ji jawa gan la chanje chewa ji de ja she da de mo wange ne lu da nga da de je ye ge ja de ba da ge je wa je je ba te da tam je da ge so so cha Choju jawa gwanda sanje se ranje namda loda me loda jawa gunji sunum kanla yan te da gunji jesu da yera Kalam choju jadan rame to chanju rambara sanje majanye Gombo de da da gi tamje la kalo la na me wa gurve Yang da da ga shin te da la do wa gun la bin chin de ve cher ke wa shin ge du ni shu ba ya da ge te ma ra ja so wa ji chon zu wa la ji jin shu ba da ji su yi ra gu shin so wa ye ke wa zhong se da ji ji sa ba tam je da ge chan ju chir ngo Deve sanje nam do cho ju ye je de dana kan shu chu va jur kan ya ma chu de da ram nyu ba e sam zo chan cho ren bra sanje chu cho chu ga le shen lo chen ye wo de da ja je yon so da bra jo chan chu shen wo chon shu ju wo do sanje se je ra de kan wa shu Chojo senje kanam chini bo de do da de ne me de wa chur. Jowa gungi chugi donam ne dumbara ju chen rawan jowa jo. Chanju jowa dani da ju jing jowa gundu jewa tembara ju. Teraba gundu chiwa jiba na da du dani rabdun jowa jo. Jawa Gunji Jesu Lojure De Sangpo Jawa Yonso Zo Jeje Chedem Jawa Jeme Yonta Kwa Tado Manyam Jeme Jawa Rajo Laye Gada Loda Nui Chenje Jumbum Dada Mi Yege Namanda Jawa Gungi Dage Jedambo Tamje Gedo Dage Jedendo Teishin paru jen la rab zun de chanju sen na ya je manju Tekpa kanum je wa jur wa dai te da ma le yang su chan wa shok Le do nyam du je le nam le du shin je den do wa nam su yang Che dara be mun ju mi chok wa shi Nin do nang ga to kwa me dara je Shinge chanda chanan che zan pa ngen son tong e rab du shi vara che Dewa dalan drawa gun gun je drawa tam che la ne pen para che Chan cho cho wa yung so za che che sem che da ge che da dum para che Sang pa che wa dan e rab dan je ma wa ge wa gun de min Dalaya Java Jambara Dagi Jada Sangba Kanju Ba Te Da Dani Da Don Do Varasho Luda nganum dane samje ja jwa da da malam je doje. Tala pembaran deve chokbo tang sangbo jwa rabdo dombanam. Te da tanya da du te vara sho te da da ke nam ya yeme jo. Sanje se je gurve gombo nam sum da du da ge jwa da. Mamo gewa gundu me juwa te da lanya juwa jaje ji. Jawa nam je dombe jonze ju janju juwa gundu na waje. Sangpo juwa nambal jawa yai mamo gewa gundu jawa raji. Siwa tam je dunya kurwa na sonam yishu tani me se nye. Abda Sherava Dinji Namdarada Yondi Gunji Mesen Dandaja Tuji Dinai Duni Shinam De Shingdur Samji Me Java Sanje Nam Sanje Seji Uno Shubalo Chanju Java Chujin Dawaraji De Dharamala Damja Jaza Yaha Jazam Jula Duzum Zaniji Sanje Jazu Shingam Jazu Da Gewa Jazu Jujin Rabdunjo Sanje Yin Jazu Dagu Jin Jowa Gunji Samba Jishi Yang Sanje San Da Dunjo Baraji Tuzum Shikwe Jawa Damje Da Kolo Sunam Rabdo Korwa Ye Te Da Kinya Sunya Mesela Doye Dobje Daja Rabdun Jo Mawa Gewa Tamjen Jogwaya Gyoje Jege Dajan Jogwara Ji Gaya Gewa Dudun Zede Da Keche Chashe Jini Jogwara Je Tusum Shekwa Meye Sengega Te Da Ge Je Je La Da Ge Da Da Du Te Da Ge Ne Juyo La Kimara Jirve Namdara Dobje Jo Kaya Dusum Da Ge Shengawa Te Da Du Je Den Da Ngambara Jo Te Dara Malu Chanam Tam Je Do Jawa Nam Ge Shingi Gwan La Jo Kaya Ma Chun Je Den Domen De Doren Bo Sanja Gola Go Nyang De Wara Du Je Da Don Gombo Gunji Dun Du Da Je Wo Gune Nyorwe Zendo Donam Da Gune Goye Te Gwe Do Da Da Kunde Yonde Jewe Donam Da Kunde Jawa Chamba Da Ge Do Kunde Gewe Sonam Donam Da Chakwa Me Wai Jewe Ye Je Do Sherwa Da Da Denje Da Da Ki Chanju Tona Yanda Chawaraji Leje Donma Yonso Da Jin Jin Nyomo Tonam Gundon Jombaraji Tuje Bonum Domi Rabje Jin Sangbo Jeve Domne Zogaraji Shingam Jazo Nambara Da Jin Jin Samje Jazo Dane Nambara Jo Chunam Jazo Rado Don Jin Jin Yeshe Jazo Rado Gambaraji Jawa Jazo Nambara Da Jin Jin Molam Jazo Rado Zoparaji Sanje Jazo Rado Chuje Jin Gawa Jazo Mejo Jawaji Aya do sum shekwe jawa ye chanju juwe molama chedanam sangpo juwe chanju sanje ne te gun dage malu zokwaji jawa gungi sage tobo ba gangi mene gundu sanshi ja kewa te da tsungpara jewe chire kewa te da tamje rabdo Luda ngada ye janam da jin juwa nam da shin nam yan da da Gawa sangpo ke wa jin da wa ten da da jan te da chung pa shu Kune ke wa sangpo je we chiri jan pe je me ma lam je wa je Ma wa ke wa gun du me je wa ji ye cha wa ma lu to pa ji Jowa dane tayo majuru je yonde namjang zo sume parasho. Jowa zame bala ne ne jai te da jowa tamje te varaki. Nange tardo jowa che zamba semje malu tanya de shinde. Che zamle da nyamu dar jowa da ge malam tanya de zama. Kaya jojo shingam taye paran jin jin de jawa nam lambo. Lada meye deve jonam jai shinge tunye kewa powa we. Kange ngowe jewen de dune chanchu choge je soramu je. Lenje zamya dewa jewa ne sonam tambe chodon de joro. Kwange sanjo molan de dove de nen so dan che bang barajo tene dogo ngembo bang wa ye na wa da ye te a te nyundo te da nye wa ram nye de wa ra zo me zin tre ya te da len bravo kende sang bo te ya chen da wa te da ren bo me da ten shin jo Samyang awa dage dekwa nam kange me shi wange che wada Teye sangpo jo wande jo noi nyurdo malu yonso chang waju Ishe dane soda tsenam tahari do kando nam dan dan parajo Jeten sangpo guna jawa joy chanjo shenwan tonsho tenyo Solo samje penjere de do de chanjo sanje kolo rab de go tenam de da je wa dam je de kanya sambo je ve malam de changwa dan ne dan dam lo ba ye de ye nambara memba sanje je chanjo cholo somni ma je je jambe je dra je je ba Quando sangbo tenya te shin te de da gunji je so da lo je de wan de da tam rab do wa do so she gbe ja wa tam je ji wo wa ga la je de nga wan de da ge ge ba zo wan de gun jo sangbo je je rab de nga wa ji da ni je ve de je jo wa Jewa dam je da ne chre se de ngo sum na wa da ye de don ne Dewa jingi shing de rab sun do tre sun ne mo lam de da ja tam je ma lu ngan den juro wa sho de da ma lu da ge yong so ga je den che se sim jin pen bara ji je ve jing guro san shin ga wa Pemo damba shindon zele ji no wa da ye je ve ngo sum do long de ba ya da ge do do ge sho e de ne da ge long de ra do ne zhu wo mong bo sho wo zhou ye yi lo ye do ji zhou ju nam su yang sem je nam lo ben bo mong bo ji san bo ju ve mo long da wa Kewa jong se da ge che so gwa de ne de we ge we mo lo mo no ge je je ge tam je jo wa ra jo e sang bo jo wa yong so ngo wa le son num ta ye dam ba kan do de do we dong e jo wa chen wa na o wa me we ne ro ba to wa sho mo lom je wen de da jo ge Tayen dowa kan la ben chen chen kun do sang bu jen be shun dong de ngen son ne nam lu tong bara shu. Okay, once English.
Your turn, Aaron.
Thank you. Homage to Manjushri, the youthful. To all the Buddhas, the lions of the human race, in all directions of the universe, through past and present and future, to every single one of you, I bow in homage. Devotion fills my body, speech, and mind. Through the power of this prayer, aspiring to good actions, all the victorious ones appear, vivid here before my mind, and I multiply my body as many times as atoms in the universe, each one bowing in prostration to all the Buddhas. In every atom preside as many Buddhas as there are atoms, and around them all their bodhisattva heirs. And so I imagine them filling completely the entire space of reality, saluting them with an endless ocean of praise, with the sounds of an ocean of different melodies. I sing of the Buddha's noble qualities, and praise all those who have gone to perfect bliss. To every Buddha I make offerings of the loveliest flowers, of beautiful garlands, of music and perfumed ointments, the best of parasols, the brightest lamps and finest incense. To every Buddha I make offerings, exquisite garments in the most fragrant scents, powdered incense heaped as high as Mount Meru, arranged in perfect symmetry, then the vast and unsurpassable offerings, inspired by my devotion to all the Buddhas, and moved by the power of my faith and good actions, I prostrate and offer to all you victorious ones. Whatever negative acts I have committed, while driven by desire, hatred, and ignorance, with my body, my speech, and also with my mind, before you I confess and purify each and every one. With a heart full of delight, I rejoice at all the merits of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Pratyeka Buddhas, those in training and the Arhats beyond training, and every single living being throughout the entire universe. You who are like beacons of light shining through the worlds, who pass through the stages of enlightenment to attain Buddhahood, freedom from all attachment. I exhort you, all of you protectors, turn the unsurpassable wheel of Dharma. Joining my palms together, I pray to you who intend to pass into nirvana, remain for eons as many as the atoms in this world, and bring well-being and happiness to all living beings. What little virtue I have gathered through my homage, through offering, confession, and rejoicing, through exhortation and prayer, all of it, I dedicate to the enlightenment of all beings. Let offerings be made to Buddhas of the past and all who now dwell throughout the 10 directions of the universe. Let all who are yet to come swiftly fulfill their wishes and attain the stages of enlightenment and Buddhahood. Let as many worlds as there are in all the 10 directions transform into realms that are vast and utterly pure, filled with Buddhas who have sat before the mighty Bodhi tree, around them all their bodhisattva sons and daughters. Let as many sentient beings as there are in all the 10 directions live always and forever in happiness and health. Let all beings meet the Dharma that befits them best, and so may all they hope for be fulfilled. As I practice the training for enlightenment, may I recall all my previous births, and in my successive lives, through death and through rebirth, may I always renounce the worldly life. Training in the footsteps of all the victorious Buddhas, may I bring good action to perfection, and my moral conduct be taintless and pure, never lapsing, and always free from fault. In the language of the gods, nagas, and yakshas, in the language of demons and humans too, in however many kinds of speech there may be, I shall proclaim the Dharma in the language of all. Taming my mind and striving in the paramitas, may I never forget the bodhicitta. May all my harmful actions and the obscurations they cause be completely purified, every single one. May I be freed from karma, harmful emotions, and the work of negativity, and act for all beings in the world, just like the lotus flower to which mud and water cannot cling, or sun and moon that course unhindered through the sky. Throughout the reach and range of the entire universe, I shall pacify completely the suffering of all the lower realms. I shall lead all beings to happiness and work for the ultimate benefit of each and every one. I shall bring enlightened action to perfection, serve beings so as to suit their needs, teach them to accomplish good actions, and continue this throughout all the eons to come. May I always meet and be accompanied by those whose actions accord with mine, and in body, speech, and mind as well, may our actions and aspirations always be one. May I always meet spiritual friends who long to be of true help to me and who teach me the good actions. Never will I disappoint them. May I always behold the Buddhas here before my eyes, and around them all their bodhisattva sons and daughters, without ever tiring, throughout all the eons to come. May the offerings I make them be endless and vast. May I maintain the sacred teachings of the Buddhas and cause enlightened action to appear. May I train to perfection in good actions and practice these in every age to come. As I wander through all states of samsaric existence, may I gather inexhaustible merit and wisdom, and so become an inexhaustible treasury of noble qualities, of skill and discernment, samadhi and liberation. In a single atom, may I see as many pure realms as atoms in the universe, and in each realm, Buddhas beyond all imagining, encircled by all their bodhisattva heirs. Along with them, may I perform the actions of enlightenment. And so, in each direction, everywhere, even on the tip of a hair, may I see an ocean of Buddhas, all to come, present and future, in an ocean of pure realms. And throughout an ocean of eons, may I enter into enlightened action in each and every one. Each single word of a Buddha's speech, the voice with its ocean of qualities, bears all the purity of the speech of all the Buddhas, sounds that harmonize with the minds of all living beings. May I always be engaged with the speech of the Buddhas. With all the power of my mind, may I hear and realize the inexhaustible melody of the teachings spoken by all the Buddhas of past, present, and future as they turn the wheels of Dharma. Just as the wisdom of the Buddhas penetrates all future eons, so may I too know them instantly, and in each fraction of an instant, may I know all that will ever be in past, present, and future. In an instant, may I behold all those who are the lions of the human race, the Buddhas of past, present, and future. May I always be engaged in the Buddha's way of life and action, through the power of liberation, where all is realized as like an illusion. On a single atom, may I actually bring about the entire array of pure realms of past, present, and future, and then enter into those pure Buddha realms in each atom and in each and every direction. When those who illuminate the world still to come gradually attain Buddhahood, turn the wheel of Dharma, and demonstrate the final profound peace of nirvana, may I always be in their presence. Through the power of swift miracles, the power of the vehicle like a doorway, the power of conduct that possesses all virtuous qualities, the power of loving kindness, all pervasive, the power of merit that is totally virtuous, the power of wisdom free from attachment, and the powers of knowledge, skillful means, and samadhi, may I perfectly accomplish the powers of enlightenment. May I purify the power of karma, destroy the power of harmful emotions, render negativity utterly powerless, and perfect the power of good actions. I shall purify oceans of realms, liberate oceans of sentient beings, understand oceans of Dharma, realize oceans of wisdom, perfect oceans of actions, fulfill oceans of aspirations, serve oceans of Buddhas, and perform these without ever growing weary through oceans of eons. All the Buddhas throughout the whole of time attained enlightenment through good actions. In their prayers and aspirations for enlightened action, may I fulfill them all completely. The eldest of the sons of all the Buddhas is called Samantabhadra, all good. So that I may act with a skill like his, I dedicate fully all these merits. To purify my body, my speech, and my mind as well, to purify my actions in all realms, may I be the equal of Samantabhadra in his skill and good dedication. In order to perform the full virtue of good actions, I shall act according to Manjushri's prayers of aspiration, and without ever growing weary, in all the eons to come, I shall perfectly fulfill every one of his aims. Let my bodhisattva acts be beyond measure. Let my enlightened qualities be measureless too. Keeping to this immeasurable activity, may I accomplish all the miraculous powers of enlightenment. Sentient beings are as limitless as the boundless expanse of space. So shall my prayers of aspiration for them be as limitless as their karma and harmful emotions. Whoever hears this king of dedication prayers and yearns for supreme enlightenment, who even once arouses faith, will gain true merit greater still than by offering the victorious Buddhas infinite pure realms in every direction, all ornamented with jewels, or offering them all the highest joys of gods and humans, for as many eons as there are atoms in those realms. Whoever truly makes this aspiration to good actions will never again be born in lower realms. They will be free from harmful companions, and soon behold the Buddha of boundless light. They will acquire all kind of benefits and live in happiness. Even in this present life, all will go well, and before long they will become just like Samantabhadra. All negative acts, even the five of immediate retribution, whatever they have committed in the grip of ignorance, will soon be completely purified if they recite this aspiration to good actions. They will possess perfect wisdom, beauty, and excellent signs, be born in a good family and with a radiant appearance. Demons and heretics will never harm them, and all three worlds will honor them with offerings. They will quickly go beneath the Bodhi tree, and there they will sit to benefit all sentient beings, then awaken into enlightenment, turn the wheel of Dharma, and tame Mara with all his hordes. The result of keeping, teaching, or reading this prayer of aspiration to good actions is known to the Buddhas alone. Have no doubt, supreme enlightenment will be yours. Just as the Bodhisattva Manjushri attained omniscience, and Samantabhadra too, all these merits now I dedicate to train and follow in their footsteps, as all the victorious Buddhas of past, present, and future praise dedication as supreme. So now I dedicate all these roots of virtue for all beings to perfect good actions. When it is time for me to die, let all that obscures me fade away. So I look on Amitabha there in person and go at once to his pure land of Sugavati. In that pure land, may I actualize every single one of all these aspirations. May I fulfill them, each and every one, and bring help to beings for as long as the universe remains. Born there in a beautiful lotus flower, in that excellent and joyous Buddha realm, may the Buddha Amitabha himself grant me the prophecy foretelling my enlightenment. Having received the prophecy there, with my billions of emanations, sent out through the power of my mind, may I bring enormous benefit to sentient beings in all the 10 directions, through whatever small virtues I have gained, by reciting this aspiration to good actions. May the virtuous wishes of all beings, prayers, and aspirations all be instantly accomplished through the true and boundless merit attained by dedicating this aspiration to good actions. May all those now drowning in the ocean of suffering reach the supreme realm of Amitabha. May this king of aspirations bring about the supreme aim and benefit of all sentient beings. May they perfect what is described in this holy prayer uttered by Samantabhadra. May the lower realms be entirely emptied.
Okay, maybe 5 minute tea break. And then Sunday money kambum. Are you pick up? I put here the book. Maybe I can put in the kitchen table. Okay, 5 6 minute short tea break. Then money kambum. Okay, I can stop here. Now, the money kumbum or left over, and they continue. Omen jing podana dosum sanje gunje ngone rangsam jogo ngzo donzo tawe lama namla guja je jadon gulo jurwe jewo don jando go sombo sanje don gala gandu de la de dom zumba jere sala guja je taso konde tamje lo chuzon dore jinje lo chulam de dora jinje lo lam duwa zabara jinje lo chuba yi zo jabara jinje labdo. So good morning again. So this is two volume wrote by King Sonzen Gambo called Mani Gambum. So this is the essence of the sutras and tantras combining, as well as this one to explain how to teaching in Tibet, how to expand it, how to create human and so forth, or the large different chapters. And then there are also main three chapters. The first explanation and the part of the sutra and doi core. Then also they practice the sort of meditation technique, drupdabki core. And third one is the instruction for the method. In fed instructions, menga core. So those are three categories and the big. So we finish the first volume. Now second here continue the chapter by chapter explanations different way. Now that we will last time the teachers and the student what kind they need to the teacher, what they would need to quality of the teacher. So there are teacher side we explain, and also the students, the real practitioner, what they need to base the motivations and everything. So now we finish some chapters. We need to continue explain here. So I can read on the sort of the transmission way. First read sort of one page, then coming back explain. And then the iron will read the traditional translate Manigambo English one. 나 니바 로마 템발라 니 추지 템바 당 상승기 템바 추지 템바네 추 강라 강도 진라냥소는 도저고 상승기 템바네 텐데 주자 메발라세 고진라 추지도 주고 소발롬 서로서는 발라니로 당고 되바잖아 셰베 셰베 고돈라 돈진도 체서로 검센 제놈고 돌나도 탐르 주도 검도 줄라 검진도 저선도 로로모는 더비주주로베도 주볼로도 로메 베선주고 레베로만 지바진라 sanju고 니고 지볼로만 이발로로 오메 버지셔도 나선데 더동어도 주게도 것도 버도동어 다 주게 중으로 통하지고 면동어랑 더듬으로 더된동어로 숨바실로 저루도 저루도 무실로라 좀베 꿀도되면도 주도바지고도 그메도 주발로만 지고 제가도 주고 저루로 말고 레바니니로 말로 좀도 바지는 친 주발로니 와다도 좀 아제전 제나미 책바다나데 카치를 쳐 능을 치는 롱기 치러바단다데 느 주메도베 윤감긴서 잡을래 원로 좀 되는 뭐지 자베르버 제게 저신다데 중공로 이거 처럼 저거 추신지 제발을 좀 붙지 추바다 짜데 나는 그는 요와 처를 사도 메조 생기 오 마스터분도 로바다 자데는 상버주 도와고 경로라 좀 okay. Now here so many things we try to explain. So now here 신서 신부 the last time we said the Lama how is the accepting the three way to the students. So last time they said the devoted students are very pretty much to renunciation for the samsara, as well as the devotion to the Buddha, not on the bland way, based on the wisdom, because the Buddha's teaching is so makes sense. The Buddha's teaching is not talking about the history. Buddha's teaching is like lifestyle. How do we challenge in time, and how do we stand up? How to cross this challenge? How to victory physically and mentally ourselves and others. This is called the first, the fundamental foundation in your mind is like Shingsa Shimbu, good soil land. This kind of good soil land, the farmer, they exactly know each season what kind of plant they will grow, right? So if there are the farmers, there are all the materials there, but the soil didn't grow, they're not enough deep, or maybe not water, maybe the too heat like desert, or maybe some rocky, they cannot grow. This is the soil, the lands is very important. So this is the devotion to the Buddha Dharma, as well as the respect, the karma. So this once you understanding, we cannot deny it, So we knew how it works. Cause and karma is like team, looks like cause and karma is the team, and yourself is a captain. You will win or you will lose. You are the good team. Cause and condition follow you. So you will make the difference. Victory yourself and others, or failure self and others. So this is called Hingsa Shimbo is very important. First, the um, second, then also the student and teachers need to do very good relationship through the love, compassion, wisdom, because now teacher can see this student will benefit. Remember, last time I said great sage and Milarewa when they teaching the Augustine, the Guineas or whisper, they said, okay, tomorrow you need to go from here to 1 mile, turn right under the tree next to the bridge, whatever your direction, there's somebody's coming, and he or she was very challenged. But after that, you can learning, and he or she will benefit in near future. So that's why Milare will always go waiting in his students. Those is, very communicate the wisdom being and the Samaya beings inseparable. That's why right now we will, what is our Samaya and wisdom? In Google, and then we just search and search. What I'm looking is your wisdom. If you sometimes you find it, sometimes didn't find it because they're not information there. The early grade wisdom beings much more sharper wisdom than as soon as think and become alive. So this way the information is amazing. We talked many times. You can think about it from a Himalaya mountain, the countless like this, just go up, down, endless mountain rivers. And then, for example, great translator Marba, then he reached in India. So India is not a small town. India is a large landscape. How you know where the Naruba? What do you have the signal? These days we have the telephone signal. If you have the phone, say, oh, he has to go this way this time, or maybe a telescope say this now here in the picture, or GPS use this and that. The back in them, the devotion, wisdom, blessing, that's working wherever they find. And it looks like the needle finding in the middle of the thick jungle. It's almost impossible, but they found it. Likewise, here we're developing in our own practice daily. Sometimes difficult. It's not to see the result as right away, but it takes time. It's never waste into your practice. So the Korwala Chakwa, Korwala Machakwas. Then remember last one is this student is completely renounced. Samsara is no pleasure. Samsara is no make sense. And samsara is not choice, but samsara is we talk about the cause and condition before we have this kind to rebirth. Samsara is two things. Samsara is, base of the suffering, yes, but samsara is the good place to developing love and compassion, bodhicitta, all those is place here. Samsara is looks like a luxury person in the market because you are in the money, you have a lot of money, and also you are the good place, especially maybe you are in what do you call antique store, because everything is very antique, right? Historical things, and you have wealth you can buy. So likewise, the practice eons and eons of negativity, antique were our stuck in the mind, the body. So once you the wisdom arise, just wash away one time. It's so powerful. So that is where we're not going back to what happened in our own life. So many experience. For example, and here talking the samsara, we're not talking the financial or health. For example, we will say relationship. We have the one experience. We need to smarter and need to smarter. So this way, this here the Koala Matabology. So this way, the renowned student can say, and you must accept this one. Okay. Now here's Loma Tembalani. Now the teacher can take care of the students. How way to take care? The tricky dembas first give him or her, because coming miles or many miles coming to for you is looking for the dharma. You're very happy to give dharma. And the sangsingi temba means they need some food, clothing, money, whatever they need. Also, they will give for them. And also, some people maybe just read beginning as a practitioner, you will not too high, not too low, the same, whatever they needed. Um, Something to one means, and also how to give the food means the person maybe retreat a few days or maybe 1 week or whatever they need necessary, you're happy to serve because this person now transforming to the in the enlightened direction, you need to support whatever they needed. You need to be there. Now, after their practice, for example, then the cherishing this student. If the student is very intelligent, intellectually and very smart, so some sort of the pandita or scholar way, and then say such a day and month. Now this person studying, for example, Madhyamika, and she or he was specialized to Madhyamika, and the people will recognize this person as a hardworking and now succeed, now allowed to teach. So this is called Donji Chesrodonwa. Likewise, if someone is very always want to the retreat and retreat and retreat, and then you will say this person is son of the mountain or daughter of the rivers, just always stay in the mountain. The energy is like flow is a river to whole towns and cities and all others and benefit. This person you will need to cherish it. Now your connection in the go the mountain to raise in the retreat peoples, yogis and yoginis, to cherish to the give in the name of the retreat master or something like that. So those the students become the great master. Those the giving for the enlightened instruction to benefit many countless beings. There's the plan called Chengchuk Nyugu, the seed of the enlightened, to increase. Now the between the what they need instruction, the teacher and the student, there are three ways to explain. First, the fit instruction. Second, fit instruction for the before death. Fit instruction or the intermediate state. And also very short and profound to understanding. This and the teacher and the student relationship, they never lost the directions. And also this moment or present, there are three fed instructions, and also how to request or how to serve, how to set up in your shrine, how to continue practice. There are three ways to explain. First is shuruk. How do you serve your students, and how do students serve the teachers based on the respect? Because now this teaching is a value for you, and somebody say good and bad at their business, but for you, this person is very important. That's why they respect and offerings of flowers, say something good word. This brings to you, open your mind to receive the blessing. This way to so this way, remember the three ways to your great teacher is make happy. First, you say, I'm committed to practice to rest of my life, thinking for all sentient beings. That's the highest one, that this great being can see this is new student is it's not a small thinking, small project. They're thinking rest of life, practice purpose for the benefit the others. Because they see day-to-day life all the time. There's so many suffering. The many sentient beings, they don't have capacity to get out the difficult situations. They're just stuck there and then complain always there. They don't know how to get out. Somebody becoming the leader of the get out, that's teacher must cherishing to inspire, help whatever they need necessary, because he or she will know they contact this person, how to rescue in the moment and the suffering. Then, so now, for example, your shan rooms or meditations, and how do you set, how do you respect with the private and public, and most important, yourself, in inseparable, the three jewels, and your teachers, your dharma. So this gives you the best mindfulness person, and this way see what is right, what is wrong. So now the Dharma, when give the teachings, you need to know this person can benefit, not business way. And someone very desire say, oh, I want this one. If I want this one, I can do something, it's not benefit way, not good motivation way. This looks like a person carrying in the rivers, and then just carrying and there are no benefit. uh, how to say, someone they don't know how to swimming, just drying in the water. So likewise, your precious dharma is just drying. It's just die there. It's no benefit. Don't give this person. I generally means about the cultures. And someone's very pride always say, yeah, I know a lot. I did in 2 times PhD degrees, 3 times master degrees, and 6 times and this and that. And then inside, this is difficult mentally. So this there are a lot of pride because this always say, yes, I know this one. Yes, I wrote this. Yes, I read this book. Yes, I have this book. There's, I have see here, I have a lot of books. Did I know all those books? No, some book I didn't open either. But some people, they love the yes, yes, I know. Oh, yes, I know. That's great. But here they say, those always yes means not much space to pouring the nectar. See, this is my medicine drink. I just drink here. So somebody say, hey, Lama, I have some protein shake. Looks very delicious, but I don't have space. This is already I have one full of the water, and you need holding your protein shake after this finish. So that's why we need to remember. I always say we need delete our delusion mind. You need delete again and again. Otherwise, your wisdom file already full. When you see something, you don't have space. Looks like you knew at the moment. Now after that, actually is you didn't know. So this way here, looks like this person on the very pride. This looks like in the grassland and the like fire, just very, very fast. But then also fire die easy because the burning substance is very small size in the grass or weight. No, and also some people they are very very deep in the wrong view, and then it's still asking the dharma. One answer, then complain one. You can answer two, and they complain four, and then you will just think about it. Maybe it's not the time to give because their direction didn't see. This is called northern direction is never shine in the sun or your room. So this way, see, in the one your door is in north direction, even though day is a sunny day, but never sun's coming in your door. So you need to east and or maybe south and maybe west. Sun's around and there are some reflections. So this way, no, remember. So now when you give the receipt teaching, and sometimes this we call Vajrayana is a secret mantra, right? We always explain the secret means it's very bad. Don't share anybody. It's not that kind of secret. But secret is very value. Individual they have secret. If something your secret share someone, it's no benefit. For example, maybe you have a lot of jewelries and gold. Is you don't want to share because this is not good for you. And if you will share your family, it's right. Likewise, in here, person those kind of wrong view and someday do the wrong. So now the how do you know holding cannot lose. I don't know. It's maybe you guys know. Say choosing a table, but so alligator. The alligator live in the water, right? Sometimes they're holding in this side, cannot solo in but not come out. They're no perfect hiding here. Something you can solo. They say very good protect here. Do you guys know anything?
Alligator?
Yeah, alligator maybe
Yes.
something they want to keep but not solo in the stomach or not come out the mouth. There's something around this area, the neck area. They can hold. No other animal cannot store, but you will just only holding here when you need. Looks like cow, maybe
Pouch.
sometimes
Pouch.
huh?
Pouch. Pouch. Pouch.
Pouch. Pouch looks like the pouch in my pocket.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. Something like they said, they will keep very well. 냠래 코너 이유와 치료 사도 민족. So sometimes people more experienced, more quiet because they're full. See this one, you can hear. Can you hear? So this means only half make noisy. At the full of the water, no sound. Full of the understand the realization, very mindfulness. And you don't have then just share. You can know one word, you can share. You can hear only empty dream you can want to share. So with the full of the knowledge, just full of just they are to keep and just continually. And now also they said, the snow line milk is the precious because they you can make medicines and many things, but only the gold part can holding, no any other material, because it looks like very power, and any other material just pouring and just orderly the coming the whole, but the power in the snow line of milk. Likewise, whoever the capacity, you must give, share teaching, and they don't have space, don't share, especially the Vajrayanas. Remember, we have many Yidam deities, different picture, and people never practice, and then come to say, wait, what this? They easy to wrong view, no benefit. So that's why there's a Yonsumami Sanjala sound is. If they're not rapping in this kind of quality, if you share those Vajrayana activities, mantras, and power, it didn't get any benefit. They fails wrong, something like that. Okay, that's why how to keep then the benefit. No, so okay, now I can step here and we can just more digestion. Here's a lot stuff there. Okay, Irene, can you read now? Then we can also as a question answer also. Okay.
Within the students to be accepted are three divisions. First, the student who is like a field with fertile ground, by entering them into the blessing of Dharma associate with them. The student, like a body and its shadow, since they continually, by devotion of the three gates, show respect, associate with them without thoughts of separation. The student, like a precious gem, having compassion and the wish to benefit, having a mind not attached to samsara, associate with such as these. Second, within associating with students are two parts, associating with them in terms of the Dharma and associating with them in terms of material things. As for associating with them in terms of the Dharma, giving whatever Dharma someone desires, one enters them into practice. As for associating by way of material things, to those who have purity, but who are without the requisites of practice, giving food and clothing, they are made able to practice Dharma. Third, within bringing students to a higher level are two parts, First, according to the explanations of those who have learning, these qualified great teachers bring them into the place of greatness. Those qualified, having perseverance in practice, they are made to meditate in forest and mountain retreats. Bring these to the level of a great meditator. The student, by means of studying, since they become a field of studying the holy Dharma, becomes a mother of establishing unsurpassable enlightenment. By producing the sprout of enlightenment, they are a disciple son of study. Oral instructions. Third, within the oral instruction between master and student, there are 3 parts. 1, the oral instructions for the present. 2, oral instructions for the moment of death. 3, oral instructions for the bardo. As for the oral instructions, since in their conciseness they have great meaning, being non-deceptive, it is like the speech of a mother. First, within these oral instructions for the present are 3 divisions: the way of requesting, the way of establishment, and the way of dealing with them. Within the way of requesting are 3 divisions: requesting well with reverence and non-conceptual offering, faithful, respectful, devoted requesting, having pleased the Lama, and requesting with conviction. Within the way of establishing are that which is not good and good. Within that which is not good are 3 divisions. If one gives to one who has desire, like someone carried away by water, because of error they will wander. If one gives to someone who has pride, it is like they are burned by fire. The outside will be lost. If one gives them to a bad vessel, it is as if they are carried away by wind. Since they will not be able to contain the essence, the whole region will be filled with defiled form. Within the way of establishment are 3 divisions. Establishment like a precious treasure, what is within the container of the essence will not be lost. Like a precious jewel entering into the throat of a crocodile, the practice which is within will not be lost outside. Preparing like pouring the milk of a lion into a golden vase, one could put the essence in a good vessel.
Okay. So anybody, they have any questions? We don't have need to rush. So we will maybe some conversation. So you have the crocodiles, what do you call this?
Crocodile.
Yeah, yeah,
Crocodile and alligator are a little different.
but the same family.
Yes, and the mother can carry the baby in the mouth without killing it.
Oh,
So
okay. All right. So you have any questions?
I do, but I'm not sure it's related to this.
Whatever your mind, we try.
Okay, thank you. When we talk about samsara,
Yes.
a lot of people associate samsara with a place, like being here on earth.
Yeah.
And as I have always understood, samsara is really a cycle. So I wonder why people associate, we always have this association. Yes, there's suffering here on earth, but that does not mean earth or being born here is samsara. And then if I feel like if I'm going to be reborn into one of these lower realms, I would rather not go to the God realm or the jealous God realm. I'd rather come back as a human again, because I think people have misunderstanding about how gods are. Gods are very powerful. Gods can create war. They can cause all kinds of destruction. So how do we separate, first of all, the notion that here on earth we are in samsara, and then we want to possibly be born as a jealous god or a god if we can't be free from this cycle.
Yes. So Earth is not the problem. The living being is a problem. Sometimes you will say right now in the Florida, you live in Florida, people say, oh, this good time, nice weather. Summer 120-degree, people say this is hell.
Yes, exactly.
So that's why depends people are cold, they need heat. People too heat, they need cold. That's a human mind, but not element. So samsara is, or you just said a circle. And if we get out of samsara, we need to practice the 6 paramitas, forgiveness, many things. And otherwise, highest the God rooms and lowers and the 3 lower rooms, they know permanent peace and happiness. That's why called samsara. Samsara is design is not good because they change. Samsara is made by ourselves, not made by somebody. When you will developing love and compassion, you feeling good, your health good, your mind peace. It's not coming any other directions or other countries or any. When you becoming so angry and your good food is no taste, your loved one is becoming ugly, and your neighbors, everything's becoming ugly because your mind is becoming ugly. So this way, samsara in nirvana is something that's very simple. And you can holding always one mirror is very helpful. You think very happy, you can look, this is exactly as the pure land. Everything's so beautiful, hair, glass, teeth, and everything's good. When you anger, you can look there, you cannot recognize yourself as just red and yellow and teeth is come out, all the mouth looks like every word is so useless. So this is called the temporary hell. All right. So
Okay.
now here, and the samsara is a very good place to the developing. There are some love and compassion because there's so many people suffering, and also you can rejoicing. So many people there are spiritual or non-spiritual. Their life is a livelihood. That's why something American people say life is good. Some
Yeah.
people say life is good. Good, that's for them. Some people say life is very bad. Sorry for them. They also too. So now for us, we go high or you go low, except for choice for us. Nobody can make you very suffering. Even though physically they will maybe say somebody maybe uh, slap in my face or beat for me,
Mhm.
but they cannot damage in my mind. Remember last I said when I was in Tibet and the present, I cannot go any place outside people enjoyment. By my mind next to the Starbucks any minute, but the police cannot catch. This is my choice. And
Mhm.
your mind is stuck into your body in the small cocoon. This is
Yeah.
also your choice. So this is pretty much the training in the mind. Buddha always said, they didn't say training in the body or training in the neighbor or there's only you will the mind training or your victory or you lose. That's the only one channel.
Well, that's a very good point, but it also made me think of something else I thought of. And I always have tried to teach my adult children that I don't believe that we should focus so much on win, fail, or win, lose. I believe in either win or learn. I don't see failure as always failure or losing. I see both what we would call winning and losing as more of learning than anything else.
This is the way we have here. We will rebirth into death. There are no win or lose. But somebody cannot accept why I'm die, why I'm sick. If
Yes,
you know, oh, everything's one test, good for you.
thank you.
Yes. Any other?
Well, I'm trying to think if I have more.
Okay, this is your last one.
Oh, okay. I'm on my limit then.
No, no, there are other people also. I respect everyone. I respect you also. Yes. So what do you have?
I actually I forgot what I was going to say. So
All right. So any
Oh,
other?
wait, I know, I remember now. Okay, you gave an example of if you have a lot of jewelry, you
Yes.
don't want to go share that because obviously you might end up with having robbers at your house or wherever to try to take this jewelry. But isn't it really just the attachment to the jewelry that would prevent you from, like, what if you have an attitude of, well, if people come and steal my jewelry, that's okay because maybe they need it more than I do.
As we say something, but I don't think so. You know, you put the jewelry is not outside. You put inside, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, say, whoever take because my jewelry is the outside of my door. This we can say, but it's not action that way. We will keep in the corner, safety box, 2, 3 chains, and the cameras. Those we use, right?
Well, when I had my produce business, there were times where I would have to just leave everything open, and subject to stealing. And that was exactly my thought then, is if somebody comes here and steals these fruits and vegetables, they need it more than I do. So I'm not going to worry about it.
Yes, some people sell the what do you call farmers market.
Yes,
Also okay because some animal eat also okay. It's not a precious gem. It's a vegetable, you know.
yes,
All right.
feeding those who might need it.
Yes. And you can share only your families, you know. As then other people come, you will say, make sure who's coming strange. So strange means you don't want to share. So anyway, next one.
Thank
Anybody
you.
that questions related in the money gambum is good right now. We can, if you have, if you don't have, we can try go. Almost there. If you have question, I can take one or two.
Well, I have a question, but it's not related.
Okay. Sure.
It seems like I'm practicing, but I'm getting tons and tons of obstacles, and things are just like really not good. So
Yes. So I think obstacle is good. For example, Lord Gambova said, "Naza kebe sheni be mivans." For example, say people sickness or difficulties in the practice time is not wishing to go away because you will practice called Donglen practice. You feel you knew this one, you the only one can handle, not any other people. You need so rejoicing. I'm the only one can handle this my sickness and my difficulty can release all other my Dharma brothers and sisters. That's how wonderful.
I'm just wondering if I'm doing something wrong because it seems like things are getting worse.
There just Lisa said there no wrong, no right. You will just something maybe change. You know, everything's remember, everything's impermanent. If we will change something, we will change. We need to change it. Some things we cannot change. You're gonna wait a little bit. Remember, I love flower. You see, and I love flower here. But say, okay, I love flower. I need to plant right now in the middle of the snowstorm. Even though I love the flower, its season is not the time. So I can need to waiting another few months. Spring comes, my plant is perfect. So you need to clean inside, clean outside. Sometimes need to give yourself to space to when is good to clean in and out. So this you need to not always devastation, but they need perfect condition.
Okay, thank you.
The definition of prajna.
Definition, the Parjana.
Prajna.
First, you turn off the your air condition or vacuum. Or I don't know the something's sound. Then I didn't hear what you say.
She said definition of prajna.
Parjana, right? Parjana, paramita, wisdom. You talking wisdom or what?
Prajna, Prajna.
So what does it mean?
That's what she's asking.
We're asking you.
I don't know. I don't know. You know my English. If I will say Tibetan spelling, you have no idea. Similar. I don't know those grammar. Not asked for me. You are the teacher. You know. I don't know meaning either. Okay. I need founding for the dictionary, or I can ask someone. Maybe Richard can help. For me, this case, zero answer. Sorry. Maybe Richard, can you help? What did she say?
Thank you.
Richard, yeah.
Yeah, prajna. So,
Yeah.
prajna, yeah. Pranya or prajna in the context of the 6 paramitas
Right,
would be wisdom.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
This one,
Thank you.
yeah, Paranjana, sometimes they're reciting the different way. Paranjana Paramita is like the Sherabji Parudu Chimba. That's why I thought to, yeah, Paranja. The 6 paramitas or 10th paramita, the last one is the wisdom. Sometimes we call highest Rangjung Yishi or primordial wisdom or Pranja, so very similar. Yishi or Shirab.
Thank you.
All right, thank you everyone. Wonderful see you all, and we will do continue. So yesterday I received the beautiful candle. Each candle they stay in 6 hours, and the person they say may all beings be happy, healthy, peaceful, without without disease, illness, misfortune, negativity, suffering. May environment, home, place be the clean, pure, safe. May all beings attend Amitabha pure and Buddhahood from somebody. Wonderful, thank you. And now dedication. First, we will be reciting and our home, this planet. So world peace prayer. Page 60. Nigdun dunum samjuro lokpa da chinan jungwai tukbe jujin ngarma takbe me jun de dam ne salu je don na jun jungbo zase sursum lonye mokjugo so charju me nyum zamling tadung sayu me jain jungji jigbo tang kewara den la zebe tama zamling judere no zere da nyudu shishin zane jumjuro Mida mime droba tada gi julai chanju samjo rimbo ngage jine nuzi samjo de pinzu chambe samdan denju zamling dawu digi beje jol sanje temba darje yune tasum jawa seje tembe tu konde gebe tawa kanji Taja laza nambara gavet soda mombe devoy juro English.
The 3 jewels and 3 roots, trustworthy source of refuge, and in particular the Lord of the land of snow, Avalokiteshvara, Jyotisantara, and Guru Padmasambhava, I supplicate you, please follow your previous pledges. Bestow blessings that this aspiration and prayer may be fulfilled most perfectly. Due to the degeneration of times when thoughts and deeds of beings are perverted and the inner and outer elements have lost their balance, humans and cattle are seized by epidemic disease previously unheard of, intruding Rahus, Nagas, powerful demons and dark forces, blight, frost, and hail, bad harvest, warfare, and so forth, erratic rainfall, heat, misery, and droughts in the world, destruction by the elements such as earthquakes and the threat of fire, and in particular barbaric offenses causing harm to the teachings are rampant. May all types of harm and injury around the world be swiftly pacified and overcome. May precious and supreme bodhicitta spontaneously arise in the mind streams of all beings, human and non-human, and may they be free from destructive thoughts and deeds. May all be endowed with a loving mind for one another, and may well-being, glory, and prosperity prevail throughout the world. May this Buddhist teaching spread far and wide and ever last, by the truthful power of the 3 roots, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by any root of virtue existing in samsara and nirvana, by the power of our perfectly pure highest intention, may the fruition of our supplication and aspiration be attained.
long life. Page 78.
For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of every benefit and bliss without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, you who are one with Avalokiteshvara, may you remain steadfast until samsara's end. Embodiment of the three precious jewels, Padmapani who holds the teachings of the victorious one, seeing the all-goodness meaning with the wisdom eye, may you who are spontaneously established activities live long for hundreds of kalpas. Noble Manjushri, the Lord of Speech, who manifests all the teachings of the Triple Gem, who raises the lamp of the sage's teachings, may you who are the light of the Dharma live long for hundreds of kalpas.
Dedication. Page 60, 70.
Urje Chang Tolopa Naropa, Marpa, Milarepa, Dharma Gampopa, Padmadrupa, and Lord Jakumpa. Please bestow upon us the most auspicious blessing of all the Kagyu Lamas. By this virtue may I achieve omniscience. By defeating all enemies, confusion, may all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent precious mind, where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray that the Lama may have good health. I pray that the Lama may have long life. I pray that your Dharma activities spread far and wide. I pray that I may not be separated from you. As Manjushri the warrior realized the ultimate state, and as did Samantabhadra, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate all the merit for all sentient beings. By the blessing of the Buddha who attained the three kayas, by the blessing of the truth of the unchanging Dharma as such, by the blessing of the indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I share bear fruit. By the virtues collected in the three times, by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of the great Tripumpara Ratnashri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara.
Glorious.
Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind, root and lineage lamas, divine assembly of Yidam deities, and assemblies of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Yogins, Yoginis, and Dakinis dwelling in the 10 directions, please hear my prayer. May the virtues collected in the three times by myself and all sentient beings in samsara and nirvana and the innate root of virtue not result in the 8 worldly concerns, the 4 causes of samsara, or rebirth as a Shravaka or Pratyeka Buddha. May all mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me and mine, obstructors who harm, misleading Maras, and the hordes of demons, experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and swiftly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. By the power of this vast root of virtue, may I benefit all beings through my body, speech, and mind. May the afflictions of desire, hatred, ignorance, arrogance, and jealousy not arise in my mind. May attachment to fame, reputation, wealth, honor, and concern for this life not arise for even a moment. May my mind stream be moistened by loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, and through that may I become a spiritual master with good qualities equal to the infinity of space. May I gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. May the torment of suffering not arise even at the time of my death. May I not die with negative thoughts. May I not die confused by wrong view. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind as such and the pervading clarity of Dharmata. May I in any case gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra at the time of death or in the bardo.
Thank you, everyone. Please take good care. Now the pandemic's, more busy. So we need more, becoming more smarter. So need to take care. Hopefully see you soon. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Lama.
Thank you, Lama Sonam.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias, Lama Sonam.
Danaras, Danaras.
Shisha.
不用谢谢，不客气了。Okay, bye now. Okay, bye now. So you will recover, getting better now? Ellen, you're better. You're getting better now. Yeah, good, good. Okay, all right. Okay. Take care.
Hi, Eleanor. Thank you for the book.
Yeah,
Feel better soon.
yeah. See you soon. We're thinking of you, getting better, everyone. And wonderful day, everyone. Bye now.
Lama, we're thinking of you too.
Yeah, bye now.